You like Dairy cheese though on my toast?
Yeah.
Oh my god, cheese talk, everyone's gone.
Yeah, pew.
Oh, it's different. It tells you who's speaking at the bottom as well now. When you talk on the phone, it says thingamajig is speaking. How weird.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Can you just
it says you, is it?
ramble on for a minute or two? I just need to finish making a brew.
Brew, yeah. Oh, well, I'll tell you about brews. You can get Yorkshire tea bags, which seem to me they've come through late runner as like people's favourite. The people's favourite is the Yorkshire tea. I mean, I was always a pyramids guy. I like
PG tips.
I like, I'm a PG tips guy myself. I like the structural design of the tea bag, and then you've got your round Tetleys. Now, Tetleys is a staple of the, they've always been around. So PG, I suppose, but Tetleys was probably the first tea bag I was aware of. Now you've got these others, these new guys on the block, but they're doing taste tea bags. I can't remember. Is it Yorkshire tea? Someone's doing like biscuit tea bags and
really?
Toast and jam. Yeah, my wife gets the biscuit ones. I can't remember who they are, but it just seems wrong. Why would you want biscuit flavoured tea?
That's what dunking your biscuit in your tea is for, isn't it?
Well, that's what I thought. Well, this is taking the dunking the biscuit part out.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like, but that's the best bit. Just a byproduct that your tea tastes a bit biscuity, and then you've got the sludge at the bottom. If you use a bit of a weak tea biscuit, I like to stick to a hobnob because it stays together.
Bobbins.
Hello. So, yes, this is our weekly roundup. So far, we've talked about cheese and tea bags. We will get on to racing pretty soon. Just waiting for Sky to get his brew on.
Sorry, what was that?
We'll be. What was that?
Oh.
What was that?
Oh. What was that about putting hot-
Not coming through very clear on my thing, Sky.
Why?
Dishwasher's on.
Sorry.
Alright,
Okay.
come on then.
Drop the freaking...
Oh, there you go. That was a bit louder. The others were a bit. Oh, are you back? Was you?
Yeah, I'm back. I was walking backwards and past, back and forwards past the laptop.
He's got his PG tip brew on, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh,
so I think
coffee.
we are set to get. Oh, sorry.
Coffee.
Coffee. I've got coffee.
Yeah.
My missus thought I'd gone greedy because I'd made two cups of coffee and poured it into my travel mug to come out here. So and I said, but that's just the equivalent of a large coffee at Costa. So
Yeah. Too right.
yes, I've double cupped for this session. But it is a double session. I've written double rounds down because we missed last week.
Yeah, unfortunately. Sorry about that, guys. My fault. So.
No, we understand. We know. Wink, wink. Yeah, we know you're a bit undercover. We know you've got that kind of job where you've got a license to do that thing. We know you're keeping, and it's a busy time with Russia at the moment, I imagine.
Well, mate, it's keeping me busy enough, that is.
Full.
Yeah.
With all that espionage and shite going on. So, yeah, we understand if you can't turn up for things, James.
That's all right, thank you.
So here we are. I didn't know what to call it. I called it round 6 because it was week 5. So I think this is round 6, but week 7 because we missed the week.
Yeah,
so.
I can't even remember what I named the stream now, to be honest with you. Oh well, doesn't matter.
Yeah, numerically, it's a strategical logic. Or whatever. It's a nightmare. We don't know what we're doing with numbers. Don't trust our tables. No,
yeah,
the computer does it.
Yeah, exactly that. Excel does it for us, yeah. And even then I wouldn't trust it because I'm the one putting the formulas in.
So yeah, here we are for round 6 or week 7, whatever you want to call it. This is the pit stop. This is the place that we stop and reflect on everything that's happened in the VRC of late. And anything else. We're up for talking about anything. Tea bags, cheese, all
Crisps.
of it. It's all on the agenda. But as per usual, I haven't even said welcome to the co-host, still the only champion in the VRC this year.
Still?
Is Skyjacker.
Wow. Okay. Still, I can't believe you're still dining out on this either.
I've got a new one as well. How are you feeling? You feeling quite well?
Yeah, fine.
You feeling good? Relaxed?
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Because you're one of the only bloody people who hasn't been around Fisherman's Ranch this week. What's going on? How did you escape that? We've had to open a whole new wing in the VRC building for therapy for these poor folks.
Yeah. I will admit it's like described as the Nürburgring on dirt, and we all know how I feel about the Nürburgring anyway. But I just busy Friday, and by the time I got back, I just didn't have the effort or the energy to partake, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I think there's a few people that wished they had that feeling beforehand. It's taken its toll on our sim racers out there. I've got to say, I hope they've been using a lot of ice packs, doing a lot of reflecting, and you just got to try and forget about, like, you know, the nightmare, the trenches that it was. It's like some sort of post-traumatic stress syndrome thing going on, disorder. You just got to. We can get through this together, guys. We've just got to
hold hands,
talk about how awful Fisherman's Ranch is.
Hold hands, sit around in a circle, all stand up, say your name, and tell us your story and all that sort of stuff to get through it.
My name's Thingamajig, and when I got to turn 6, I turned the wheel. It wouldn't turn. It just went straight into the barrier. Yeah. I braked and everything.
Yeah.
Yes, Fisherman's Ranch. Oh, I don't know. I didn't take part, but the general feel coming off of that one was, oh my God, can we not do that again for a while?
Well, it's been a lot. Well, I think the last time it came up was the test season for WRXC, which was what, 2019? No.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, it must have been 2019.
A while ago.
Yeah.
Since season 4 now, what we do, about 2 seasons a year?
Yeah, it's been on average 2 seasons a year, yeah. One at the beginning, one at the end. But 2019 must have been, and lo and behold, Racer Brown decided to time it so that we had it twice in a week. So it's all Racer Brown's fault. I know, it's not mine.
And it seems early in this year that it's very mud heavy. I don't ever remember the Virtual Racers Club calendars being this mud heavy. It used to just be like the Rally X that happens just once in a while, maybe once a year as a one-off night.
Yeah.
And obviously the WRX Challenge has a bit of mud in there, but yeah, we've been having a lot of mud lately.
Yeah, again, I blame Racer Brown with his rivals.
Yeah.
But
it's coming up to the penultimate round, and I think they're both both tarmac, the last 2.
Yeah, I think they are as well, yeah.
But anyway, that was all. It was just, I knew that you sounded quite chilled and that, and I thought that's a man who hasn't driven Fisherman's Ranch this week.
That as well, and I would have had to use my pad. I don't think my hands could have handled 3 15-minute races around there. Yeah. They could just about handle 3 races around Colorado or Sardinia.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just, there's a lot of corners that change direction once you're into them.
Yeah.
And it's, when there's no grip, changing direction is very difficult.
Yes.
But it did, I always love it when racers kick up a bit of discussion in the chat. So I saw a few of them chatting about handbrake style and their differential and stuff like that. I love it when you start seeing all that chat. 'Cause, even though love it or hate it, it's got them talking about it. They're trying to master it. You can see the sim racers' minds working on how to get better at that track.
Oh yeah, but
although they hate it and they don't want to do it again, they want to be able to drive it. It's funny. It's funny juxtaposition of the two things.
But I mean, that's something we've always tried to do. We always try and make stuff challenging, if you like. Everything has to be different. Try different things, experiment and stuff like that. And for me anyway, WRXC, the name's in the word is in the name. It's there to be a challenge, and and it, when we decided to do it, we thought it was going possibly, a remote possibility that it was going to be the last chance to use a Subaru. So we thought we'd go out in style, and the boss man suggested putting it in, so we put it in. End of. But I doubt we'll see it anytime soon. Hopefully we'll have some better dirt tracks as well on GT7, or at least more of them. So anyway.
Definitely. But yes, we're jumping ahead anyway because I've got a list of what we haven't. I'll try and smash through this quick because it's doubling up some of these. We don't usually just talk about the last race that took up part, but there's been 2 races. So I'm going to try so we're double round on a few things. So I'll try and whip through them quickly. Have you got your YouTube tables ready? I'm going golf first.
So are you doing tables first then?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you put the table up while I'm talking about the results,
Tables
or if
up.
you just wait until
Crack
the end
on.
of the results.
Tables up, mate.
No, I don't want to get in the way. I saw a bit of the YouTube and I thought he does it beautiful, doesn't it? With the tables coming up, I thought, you lucky fellas out there. They'll all leave Discord and go and watch it on YouTube because it's better coverage. Don't go.
Well, apparently, there's 2 people watching it on YouTube. I don't know who they are. Hello. Go on and crack on.
Go on then, here we go. VW Golf. So the last time we did pit stop, we covered round 2. So we're on to round 3. That was the BB Raceway. We were just looking ahead of that night. So I enjoyed it. Here's the results. Race 1, Skyjacker took the first win of the evening ahead of Binko, and Koikart got a podium on that one. Race 2, Binko comes back and takes the win in race 2, with Koikart coming home in second and Skyjacker trailing in third. Well, not trailing, getting the third place, still on the podium, isn't it? And then in race 3, we have Koikart taking his first win in the Golfs. Fantastic stuff there from Golf. And him and Sky came second, Electric came third. And I'll tell you, BB Raceway did not disappoint in any such way whatsoever. What some cracking racing we had there.
It was
brilliant stuff.
It was
all
tight.
Through the field as well.
Yeah, very tight the whole time. It was a very, very fun race, a very fun round, I should say.
And then we did a whole week later. We did round 4 at Tsukuba, which I said now these guys are going to have to actually use their brakes, because I think the first 3 rounds didn't have to lean on those brakes too heavily.
No.
So round 4, the test of the brakes. Right, in the first race, Skyjacker, solid drive, took the win ahead of Digital Blasphemy, and Shiren came in at 3rd spot. In the second race, Skyjacker again taking the win ahead of Digital Blasphemy. You two had an absolute blast around to Tsukuba.
We did.
And the Ribs came home in 3rd place. Great to see the Rivixter visiting the podium, and his car is in the Golf is really nice. It's as good as Rido's nearly.
I was waiting for that.
And then in race 3, Digital Blasphemy. I think that might be his first win in the Golfs. I'm not sure on that one, but Digital Blasphemy took the win in the race 3 with Shiren in second, and Mr. Skyjacker coming home in third. I think you were a solid second though, when you had a little bit of a moment or something. If I remember rightly.
Digi was doing his Gandalf impression. I took a different line into the last hairpin, and where I had my brakes to the rear, they didn't like it, and it sent me to the left rather than round to the right, unfortunately.
That was it. I think we've seen going in a different direction to everyone else.
Yeah.
So the Golf Championship table, as it stands after 4 rounds, is Skyjacker is leading the way on 186 points, ahead of Digital Blasphemy in second on 170 points, with Shiren in third on 157 points, Binko in fourth on 147 points. He missed that final round, so he's going to have to wait till the end of the season to see where he's sitting, but I still think he's going to be sitting pretty. Rido in fifth on 118 points. He's just ahead of Electric there. Got a nice tight battle going on. He's in sixth on 115 points. Koikart seventh on 108 points, but he's also missed a round. So when the drop score comes in, it'll be interesting to see where he turns up, because he's had some great finishes. Barry Twins is eighth with 73 points. Rivix is ninth on 63 points. Turtle is 10th on 53 points. UBD is 11th on 48 points. And Urban Pyrite, we're all just mentioning, he's 18 points, but he's not even in our servers anymore.
And just to point out that Digi won at the first race at Suzuka.
Oh, sorry, Digi. I didn't mean to take that win away from him. But yeah, it's hard to keep track, man. Skyjacker's the stats, man. That's why it's always good to refer back to the Skyjacker on race wins and such what. so that's the golfs. And tonight we are heading with the golfs, with a live stream. If you've got some free time on your hands to watch, we're heading to Lago Maggiore GP. So another one. This is quite an interesting track, one we don't see often.
Not GP, it's Centre.
Sorry? Yeah, it's Central, sorry. Why have I written GP down for some weird reason? But yeah, it's
that would take quite a while in the golfs. Would be fun. It would take quite a while.
Lago Maggiore Central, I apologise.
So,
yes.
That's all right. That's fine. Easily done.
Yeah, I was quickly scribbling it down just before we come on, so I just obviously just put Lago Maggiore and put GP by accident. But I knew it was Central because I don't think we've seen many of Central come up, so I'm struggling to see. I think it's just like a little weird sort of oval, but with tighter corners at the corner ends.
No, you still got turn 1 and 2, haven't you? And then you cut right onto the back straight, if you like, and then you right into the hairpin to back down the pit straight.
Oh yeah, I think I remember it. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. We'll see. Then we had 2 rounds of the Rival Series. Round 5, two rounds in the mud as well. Wow. So round 5, was it? Yeah. Round 5 of the Rivals was Colorado Springs. And we had Bunny win the first race ahead of Homesick Alien in second and Cthulhu coming home in third. And I must say, Bunny and Homesick in that first race, if I remember right, they had an absolute ding-dong. And this looked like it was the closest that Mitsubishi was going to get to a win this season so far. It really looked like Homesick had the pace here at Colorado Springs. Second race, Bunny won. Homesick came second, Cthulhu in third. Exactly the same podium, I'm pretty sure. So you can see who was enjoying Colorado Springs in their cars. Cthulhu's in the Mitsubishi, by the way. Homesick's in the Mitsubishi, and Bunny is in the Subaru.
Yeah.
I want to say Sauber then. I've been doing a lot of I've been reading a lot of the 24-hour stuff. So
okay, fair enough.
Subaru, sorry. And then in the third race, Bunny took the win ahead of Racer Brown. He finally found his feet. You could see he was slowly getting there through the first 2 races. He was staying off those barriers. I think he just kept giving the barriers a little tap in the first 2 races, but he found his feet in the last race. He come home in second place with Homesick Alien in third. So Mitsubishi, after 5 rounds in the Rivals, still yet to see that checkered flag in the top spot. Then for round 6, Fisherman's Ranch. Our first visit of the week to Fisherman's Ranch. What a load of fun it was. So Bunny took the win on the first race. That man likes mud, I tell you. Cthulhu in second with Racer Brown in third spot. Then in the second race, Cthulhu took the win in his Mitsubishi with Bunny in second and Shiren coming home in third in his Mitsubishi. Then the final and third race, Bunny took the win ahead of Homesick Alien with Racer Brown coming home in third spot. And yeah, I was quite surprised. I saw Homesick over the weekend. As I said, I was really surprised with Fisherman's Ranch after Colorado Springs because he looked like in the mud he had the measure of Bunny, but he said Fisherman's Ranch just threw him for he just said he just could not, it was the changing directions and he just could not get a good speed while he was there.
Basically just one corner straight after another, one hairpin, another hairpin, another hairpin, a jump, another hairpin. Yeah.
So yeah, I just don't think he got into the rhythm of the ranch. But Cthulhu, and I also asked him if he was gutted about Cthulhu, because let's face it, Shiren and Homesick have been looking like the Mitsubishi drivers that have been closest looking to win for Mitsubishi. So to see Cthulhu come from nowhere and take that win for Mitsubishi,
but Cthulhu,
I wondered if it was a bit bitter sweet for Homesick Alien. He said no, he was just genuinely chuffed for Cthulhu, and that Mitsubishi have done that, so I don't have to talk about it anymore. I'm still talking about it now, but this is it. This is the final talking. There's no more need to go on about Mitsubishi and wins because it's been done.
It's been done and dusted. But I was just going to say that Cthulhu is a bit of a beast in the mud, though.
Well, that's why he's two champions of the WRX Challenge,
Yeah.
Exactly. So the Rival Series, the table. After 5 rounds?
Yeah.
Yeah, after 5 rounds. Only 2 rounds left in that championship. And as it's 8, I guess they're only dropping 1 round, are they?
Yeah, only dropping 1 round.
Yeah. It's usually when it's 10 or more and that 2 rounds get dropped.
Yes.
So, Bunny is leading. Well, he's bound to be, and he took a whole host of wins in these last 2 rounds. So Bunny is in the lead on 261 points. Racer Brown in second, 2 Subaru drivers on 247 points. Homesick Alien is third on 244 points. Still in the fight, though, for Mitsubishi, with Sharon in fourth on 221 points. Rido, the next top Subaru driver, in fifth on 170 points. With Guesty in sixth, chasing him down in the Mitsubishi on 159 points. Catula did wonders for his championship there, sitting in seventh now with 148 points for Mitsubishi. Pat in eighth in the Subaru on 142 points. Special mention to Pat. He didn't expect to do well in the mud, and I thought he drove very well. Him and, was it Electric or I can't remember, but them two were absolutely having a battle and a half in the mud. I can't remember who it was. Sorry, Pat. Turtle, maybe? I don't know, but Pat, I thought, did well in the mud, so he played it down. He's 8th in the championship on 142 points. Joker's 9th on 126 points. Jim in 10th on 104 points. Triv GG in 11th on 103 points. Turtle in 12th on 98 points. Remixter in 13th on 89 points. And a UBD in 14th on 20 points. That's the drivers, but the manufacturers, out of the 2 of them, Subaru, it's getting closer. Subaru are on 1,070 points, and Mitsubishi are on 1,062 points. My word, Mitsubishi, those 2 mud rounds have really helped them pull themselves real close to Subaru, and Subaru must be getting a bit of a cold sweat on at the moment, going into the 2 final rounds. So that's how the rivals stand.
But I think with it being 2 tarmac rounds left, I think Mitsubishi are really going to have to dig deep, because the Group 4 Mitsubishi isn't as strong as the Group 4 Subaru, in my opinion.
No. What I think is they should all get a plan. There should be a Mitsubishi board room meeting before Tuesday, and they really need to go into this as a block, a wall. Do not allow any Subarus through.
Saubers, don't let any Saubers through.
That's the easy part. Don't let a Sauber through, but then definitely don't let any Subarus through.
Yeah.
But they've got to find something. But 8 points is, oh man, that is tight. That is tight after 7 rounds, really. And especially as Subaru, they looked like they were just bolted, didn't they, earlier in the championship? So, well done, Mitsubishi drivers. You've dragged that one back.
Yeah, they've done good, isn't it?
It's awesome stuff. So then, after the rivals, I'm saving the PRC because you've got to get tables, I think, at the time. So I'll go to WRX Challenge next. Round 6 was at Tokyo Expressway. 3 very sodden races on a Friday evening. Oh, no. I haven't written down. What?
Yeah, go on. WRXC, yeah. Go on.
Yes, sorry, WRX Challenge. Yeah, I've left the rivals out. It's just 1 round, so I'll get talk, because you'd have to get the table up, and then I suppose we could have done it that way. But I've done WRX Challenge. But I haven't written down who came third in the first race, so I'm really sorry, God. I've missed that one off. I don't know. No, I'm not sure. Do you know who came third in race 1?
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you the first 2, and Skyjack is going to tell you the third one.
In what? Sorry.
Race 1.
In WRX Challenge?
WRX Challenge round 6 at Tokyo Expressway in the wet, for the first race. Racer Brown came first.
No, I don't know.
Guesty got 2nd place. And someone got the final podium position. We're going to leave that one as a surprise. I can't remember. Probably Matt Psycho or something. I'm not sure. For some reason I didn't write it down. I think I was having a chat with my wife while I was trying to write them down and must have missed over that one. I could quickly try and go to YouTube.
No. So I'll find it.
Okay, well, in race 2, while Skyjack is looking through the stats and such race 2, Racer Brown came first, with Matt Psycho in 2nd place, Homesick Alien in 3rd. Then in race 3, Guesty taking a win. Bunny. It might have. Sorry?
Bunny.
Bunny came third. Sorry, Bun. Well, it's because you've won so many. Your name was on my sheet so much. I refused to write it down again. But yeah, Bunny, well done, Matt. You got third in that first race. And then in the third and final race, Guesty. Was that his first win, Skyjacker, in WRX Challenge? I don't think it is it? I think he's done one.
Guesty.
He won that third race in the Tokyo Expressway.
Gusty. Yeah, no, that would have been his first win.
Well done, Guesty. His first win in the WRX Challenge, with Homesick Alien coming home in second and Racer Brown in third. Then, moving on to round 7, our second visit in a week to Fisherman's Ranch. I mean, me and Skyjacker touched on it right at the beginning of this, whatever this is, podcast, radio. Oh, it's a group. I know what it is. It's a Discord stage.
Group therapy session.
Sorry.
Group therapy session.
Yeah, group therapy session to get over Fisherman's Ranch. So Bunny took the first win in the first race for the WRX Challenge on round 7 at Fisherman's Ranch, with Racer Brown coming home in second and Matt Psycho in third. And I think I remember that first race. Racer Brown was stuck behind Matt Psycho, and he just nipped his little Subaru up the inside of Matt Psycho. I don't think Matt Psycho was expecting it, and it was like 2 corners from the end. Very dramatic, great for the stream, loved it. In first place in the second race, Bunny again, going for that. I think, he didn't get it, did he, in the other rounds? No, he got the 3s, all 3 in Colorado Springs, but he only got 2 but he likes to get all 3. So Bunny got the second race. Homesick Alien came home in second, and Racer Brown in third. And the final race, Racer Brown took a win in the mud. He must be well chuffed. Guesty came home in second, and Bunny got that final podium position. Great set of races. I know people came through traumatized from it all, but from a streaming point of view, from my point of view, it was very hard to commentate. The cars were shifting around all over the place. The racing looked slightly rough, but I mean, in the mud, you've got no control over the car. Really, you're hoping, you're pointing it. You're pointing it, and you can do only a certain amount with them cars in the mud. I mean, I like racing on the mud, to tell you the truth. But I won't pretend that you knock people. You can't not knock people because you're doing what you can do to try and control a car that's uncontrollable.
Well, yeah, I mean, we all should expect a slightly higher rate of contact than normal than on tarmac, but you know, the general rules still apply. If you nerf somebody into a barrier or something like that, you should still redress, and you know that would still be penalised. But you've got to go into a dirt race expecting to have someone tap your rear end as you're already in a slide and stuff like that. You've got to expect it, really. But you know, the normal rules still apply to a certain extent.
I am surprised we didn't have any incident reports.
Nothing.
I think I thought I saw even just accidents where people have slid out wide and put the person on their outside into the barrier and chugged them up a little bit. No one reported it, so
no, nothing at all.
Not much else we can do about it, really, is there?
Well, no, I mean,
no one willing to.
No, as we've said several times, we can't sit there and go through replays, and you know, we'd spend our entire weekends doing it if we did it that way. And
yeah, I know. I used to do it for the bloody HPEX, looking for time penalties.
Oh, Christ,
and it'd take me like 2 or 3 hours just going through each car.
I mean, looking for mandatory tyres and stuff like that takes long enough, but you know, but yeah, I'm quite surprised there was nothing. Did expect it, to be fair, but like I said before, you guys all manage your own expectations with racing via the penalty system. So yeah. Anyway,
looking at, sorry.
I was just saying, what's next then? Table
for the WRX Challenge as it stands after, what is that now, 8 rounds?
Yeah. 9.
No, I haven't got Fisherman's Ranch on there yet. So this is after Tokyo Expressway.
Oh, yeah, I've got it. I'll get it.
Okay, you're going to read it out?
Yeah, I'll read it out. Let me find it.
It's exciting stuff, guys. First look at the WRX Challenge table.
So I just loaded it up
Exclusive
now.
here for you lucky devils. I don't even know what it is. Oh, I just opened it and it was...
It's actually up on the stream now, but right. So Racer Brown is leading with 357 points. I think he's, unless something massive happens, I think he's one hand with Racer Brown at the minute. Matt Psycho in second place with 323 points. Closely followed by Homesick with 321 points, only 2 points difference for second place. Guesty in fourth with 307. Talleyrand in fifth with 248. Anton Poikart in sixth with 225 points. Then we have the Bunster in seventh with 212. Myself in eighth with 187. Followed by Pat with 151. Barry Twins is 10th with 138. Turtle nipping closely on his heels with 132. Electric in 12th with 119. Jim in 13th with 108. Yokas, who admittedly is only taken part in one round, I think it is, with 47. JTX with 42. UBD with 35. And Redo with 19. So there's parts of that are really close still.
Oh man, I know there's a few people out there that are feeling a little bit iffy after Fisherman's Ranch, but I implore you, please, 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 keep this championship going. If there's only points, there's only a couple of points difference. We've got to keep it going, man. I love it when it's tight. I get more excited in the stream.
Well, there's more to play for, isn't it?
This is it.
With the way the points work, one position could be, a decent amount of point difference between somebody who's close to you. So,
and there's some interesting tracks coming up with St. Croix, and then it's Blue Moon Infield. We don't see that often.
Infield B as well. We don't see that at all, really.
Yeah. I mean, then we do have a mud one at Colorado Springs, but then after that, we're back. What's that? Oh, Bathurst. Oh, man alive. That's going to be awesome. And the Red Bull Ring. So, yeah, I mean, it's only one more mud track you're going to have to swallow.
There's, what is it, three more dirt races and 2 more wet races.
But that championship is pretty, isn't it? Our Friday nights are always exciting here at VRC. So, did I even talk about the PRC? I didn't, did I? I moved on to the tables too quick. Sorry, man. The PRC.
You said you'd come back to it because it was only one round.
Oh, that was it. Oh, God, did I spend all that time talking about WRX Challenge? Wow.
Yeah, sorry, I don't mind.
It was exciting, though.
I don't mind.
It was exciting. It was worth the extra chin wag. For some reason I called it Rivals, but it's not. It's PRC. The Pacific Rim Championship started on Thursday evening. The Japanese cars versus the 2 American cars. Yeah. I don't know. No, 3, because the Mustang was there as well on it, but he disappeared.
Yeah, he glitched out. In all honesty, he wrote glitch.
Stuck on
I looked up at the map and he was near enough at the end of the pit straight. So I was like, all right, it's cleared. We'll carry on then. And then next thing you know, his UBD's left the room. Sorry, UBD.
All right.
That
was it. Yeah, I remember he glitched on the second race, didn't he? So, well, it's the second part of the race. I got myself all muddled up in the stream trying to explain to people the first race is no points for that. You just think of it as safety cars come out right at 40 minutes and just bunch them back up again, and then they go racing. So the first part of the race, Liam Anfield back again, and he took the first part of that race. Digital Blasphemy coming home second in that first part, and Noxie grabbing himself a third there.
Well done,
yeah. I'll be trying to be professional. I was thinking, I didn't write the car names down next to them, so I thought, well, I'll have the table up in front of me.
Next, Lexus, NSX, Mazda, and Lexus.
There you go. So Liam's in the NSX.
Yeah.
Digi is in the Mazda, and Noxie in the Lexus.
Yeah.
When the next 40 minutes was over, the final race results were Liam Anfield in first place. Homesick Alien managed to fight himself up there into a second place, and Noxie held on to his podium. They're in third. Homesick Alien is in a Mazda as well.
Yeah.
See, yeah, 3 different manufacturers on the podium is beautiful, and obviously we've got that rivalry with Liam Anfield and Homesick Alien from the GTMC last series. So looks like that's picking up. That'll be fun to witness throughout the season with Liam and Homesick trading off in the championship. The championship, as it stands after that one round, is pretty much going to sound very similar to what I just read out.
Very, very similar. Almost identical.
Yeah. So, you put gaps in. Wow. Wow, that's fancy pants.
Yeah.
So, top of the table is Liam Anfield on 22 points, getting the full beans out of that race. Then what's that, pole, fastest lap, and the full
just
20?
fastest lap, because the grid for PRC is set on reverse championship order.
Right. So just the both fastest laps of the race then?
No, just the fastest lap out of both races. It's 2 points.
Okay, all right, there you go. See, I read the rules, honestly. And so should you. You should know what you're entering into. Don't enter into things that don't read the rules. That's ridiculous.
Do not rely on Thingy-Majig telling you midstream what the rules are.
Yeah, definitely don't, because I'm always guessing.
I don't
read them. Honestly, they just all get mixed into one, is all. There's so many.
Yeah, that's true. And they're all different. They've all got their different quirks and stuff like that. But it's like when driving along and you'll say something, it's like, that wasn't quite right, Thingy. It's like, I can't tell you because I've got my hands on the wheel.
No.
I'll be able to tell you at Special Stage Route X.
Anything you hear in the stream is not condoned by the Virtual Racers Club. What's that sort of policy that people have where it's like anything said by this person does not
reflect the views or opinions of the VRC.
Yeah, that's it. So do not listen to Thingy-Majig. Well, listen to him, but do not take it as fact.
Not when it comes to the rules.
No, certainly not. I do read them, honestly. I do skim them over. Well, I try. I'm on the rules page at the beginning when I used to sort of like
when you do your
first few rounds.
You do your spiel and you tell people what it's about and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I do read them. I forget. I get mixed up. It's like there was something I was thinking. Is it reverse grid? Because I know that sometimes we don't reverse grid. Most of the times we reverse grid in all 3 races. But I think there has been a couple. They don't reverse. I know PRC definitely doesn't, but
PRC VGT didn't either. Sorry.
I just found out that the PRC's first part of the race will be reversed of the championship.
Yeah, reverse championship positions. But
awesome.
Vision is not a reverse grid either. They're the only 2 I know of. The second race of MTCC isn't normally reversed. Right. Yeah, there you go.
No, the first 2 are just as results, and then it's the third one's reversed.
Third one switched with a rolling start.
Because I remember having to race in that and being absolutely cacking myself, being at the front end of this grid, waiting for all the fast boys to go by, and we used to have, it's always scary, I know, but because it ended up something changed to a rolling start at one point, because it was just getting ridiculous when we had some very hard hitters in.
MTC was originally a standing start from memory for race 3 and reverse grid. But then some knockies come about and then we changed it.
Yeah, there were some people who liked to only be at the front and they didn't care how they got there.
No, barge their way through.
They don't race there now, so
no.
We're all right. But Liam Anfield's at the top of the table with 22 points. Homesick Alien in second, trailing him by 5 points on 17 points. Then trailing him, Noxie on third by 2 points is on 15 points. Digital Blasphemy is fourth with 13 points. With Bunny in fifth on 11 points. Skyjacker sixth on 10 points. Ranger in seventh. He was one of the Corvette drivers in ninth. He had a good round, I think. With Barry Twins in eighth in 8 points. Pat in ninth on 7 points. But let me tell you, for the first 20 minutes? 21 minutes or something,
first stint.
He led easily. No one could get close to him. So, I think he put it down to pit stop strategies, over fueling or something is how he slipped away. But no, Pat led.
But it's also from personal experience. It's not very easy to try and save fuel, so you've got like a quarter of a tank at the end of your stint to cut down your stop time in the Corvette. It's not the easiest car to use for a strategy, but driving it's a lovely car to drive, but the fuel consumption's a bit of an issue.
There you go, Pat. So he's in 9th on 7 points. Rivixter in 10th on 6 points. Turtle in 11th on 5 points. And UBD, he got half points for the first race, I guess. For
no, because
he 12th with 4 points.
Because he glitched out at the start of race 2. I just awarded him with last place, which is what I tend to do with people. If people glitch out, you get awarded last place. If you quit out, you get nothing.
There you go. Sweet. And that has been your week or 2 weeks
in review.
Up to date. Bang! Look at that. How long did that take? 45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes, give or take.
Longer than the races took.
Give or take. Yeah.
Right, I've got to do a special mention because it doesn't seem like it's been talked about. Oh, well, I'll tell you what's coming up as well. We've got golf tonight at Lago Maggiore Central.
Yeah.
Rivals next Tuesday, live on the stream from Sardinia Road Track B. There's going to be 2 15-minute races there and then a 40-minute race. Then on Thursday evening, we've got round 2 of the Pacific Rim Championship, and that's going to be at Yamikawa. And then WRX Challenge rolls on to round 8 at St. Croix B for a 60-minute endurance race. And yes, it's next weekend. It's nothing to do with VRC, but we've got a team.
Well, you say nothing, yeah, it is something to do with VRC because we have put forward a team, so...
Yeah. Well, they kind of volunteered it, didn't they? Because I know that it was first floated around, and the general gist was people didn't even like the track or the car. So it seemed to sort of like then got left to the wayside, and then I think it was Jim that said, "Is there anyone entering the team and stuff?" And then Jim's absolutely run with it. Jim has gone to town.
I was just going to say that
together.
Jim grabbed the opportunity by the scruff of the neck and has run off with it. And thank you for all your effort and everything that you've been putting into it, mate.
It's been amazing. So yes, we are entered. Virtual Racers Club are entered into next weekend's AXR. You know, so don't you?
Acapacks. Something like that.
AXR 24-hour race, 24 hours of Fuji.
Yeah.
So yes, the Group C cars, the old-fashioned Le Mans car, or the endurance cars, Group 1 cars. So our team, I think it consists of. Hang on, it's changed a couple of times.
Yeah, it has. It's a bit fluid.
Yeah, Digital Blasphemy, definitely solid. He's in there. I think Matt Psycho's put his name down, but he's. I think he still. It all depends on how his shoulder lives up to his first stint.
Right.
He might not be able to get a second stint out of it.
I thought he was just down as a reserve or only doing one stint. So, but carry on.
I'm not sure how they're playing it, but yeah. So Matt Psycho's down. Well, Jim asked me to tell Group that Matt Psycho was the 4th driver, so I'm assuming officially they're going with Matt Psycho is the 4th driver. So Digital Blasphemy, Matt Psycho, then pulled out, and I don't know who's replaced him. I don't know if Jim stepped into the fray on that one.
I think Jim and Noxie, is it?
Oh yeah, Noxie's in. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the team that's going for it. I'm looking for. Oh, it's right in front of me. I can go to their thing.
Server. What are you after? Our qualifying position.
Well, no. Oh, yeah. I've got them. They qualified on Saturday.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. There's. Yeah. I don't
yesterday.
know these teams though, but I've got to say the person who polled it is ridiculous.
Yeah, 23.
It was a ridiculous time, and I think even in the Akipak server, they were asking if Groot had checked his bob, and Groot said, "Yeah, Groot's like the main man of Akipak." I don't know what it's called. I've got to commentate for them. I don't even know what they're called, and it's the 3rd time.
I was just about to say, hasn't Groot told you like 12 times how to pronounce it? I'm sure he listens to this because the last time he just sort of messaged me out of the blue and told me, and I thought, well, how do you know I put it wrong again? So he must have heard this when we were talking about it last time. Fair enough.
But yeah, so for an hour, they drove around Fuji in their chosen cars. The VRC team has chosen the Sauber Mercedes. That's why Sauber was on the end of my tongue earlier on. So they've chosen the Sauber Mercedes. Talleyrand's made them a very nice looking livery, I must say.
As always.
As always, yeah.
As always.
Goes without saying.
Yeah.
So they turned up. I think Digital Blasphemy went for it first time. I can't tell you their exact times, but Digi put in a solid time, but then he tagged out and let Matt Psycho go in. And I think Matt Psycho did go a little bit faster, but I think there was confusion because they thought he'd gone a lot faster. For some reason, I think he was showing a 25.2.
Yeah, on the stream it was showing a 25.2, but on Matt's screen it was showing a 26.5.
So something odd happened.
Yeah, it was definitely strange, but our qualifying time that stood, from what I can gather, is a 1:26.549, which, in all honesty, was faster than what anyone was managing in practice from memory.
Yeah, they were talking 27. So yeah. Digi and Matt got extra time out of the car. But yeah, I mean, pole position is a team called Clockwork, and it's a 1:23.955. But in their Discord, they were talking about it, and apparently he is, I don't know, top American drivers. The person who put it on pole is one of the. He's in that top echelon of American drivers.
Right,
so
okay.
I don't know. So they're racing against a professional sim driver out there. That's a bit crazy. And they've already admitted his job is to get them some huge amount of time out, and it doesn't really matter what the rest of the team can do. They can just come home at a gallop.
Is that quick? Is that quick?
He's that quick. He's over it well, just under a second faster than the Akipak guys who did a 24/7.
And let's face it, Akapaks, we know them, and they are all fast.
Yeah, they blitzed that Bathurst one that we took part in, didn't they?
Well, I know that obviously Groot, Caliber, which is Niklas, and Nano Maranello. All three of them are fast. I can't remember who their fourth driver is, but yeah. And I know that Groot's no slouch.
No. So Akapak are second. Humble, THG Humble,
the Humble guys.
Oh, yeah, the Humble guys are third with a 24.9. Fourth is a team. I mean, I don't even know if these are real team names because I know someone moaned when he posted these. He goes, "Oh, I've just abbreviated it," so they might not even be their real names. Fourth was Race Asylum with a 24.932. In fifth are the Full Throttle guys, which I think is the old SD, whatever they used to be called, but they changed to Full Throttle. I think is a 1:25.079. In sixth, Polywords was a 25.3. Seventh is the Humble Guys America with a 1:25.6. In eighth, ATGNI with a 1:25.6. Team ODC a 25.7. Team called Meep Meep 25.8. A team called New Wave in 11th 25.9. Then we're 12th BRC with a 26.549. And then in 13th, P1 Community with a 27.006. But I think listening to the chat, they know their setup wasn't all out speed. They've kind of gone for the race setup.
Handling and,
so I think
and tyre wear
they're
and
hoping
stuff.
They're hoping consistency is going to be key in their race craft. But it's exciting. So that's happening next Saturday. If you want to join in, the AXR have got a YouTube channel, and I can tell you I'm doing, if you really want to, I'm the star. I'm doing stint 1, which will be at 10 a.m. in the morning till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I'll be doing stint 4, which is at 7 p.m. in the evening till 10 o'clock in the evening, I think. And then stint 7, which I don't expect any of you to care about, which is at 4 a.m. till 7, I think. Yeah, so yes, they're the stints I'm doing. But we're hoping the whole 24, well, they're hoping the whole 24 hours is going to be covered. And it is nice to get lost in. When I did it for their 24-hour Nürburgring a year ago, I had the YouTube on in the background all the way through, and I was keeping an eye on things. And the Bathurst 12-hour as well, I got sort of sucked into that. So it is an event that's nice to get
Right, and it's for
yourself
charity as
involved
well,
with.
isn't it?
You get carried away and lose a whole weekend just through sim racing. And I think for them guys, they're definitely saying this is their goodbye to GT Sport.
Right.
Because the next one they plan will be on GT7. So
Well, they only do a couple a year anyway, don't they? So
yeah.
they're not
So
a league as such, are they? They just do the racing against dementia events. So,
Yeah, and then they do a 12-hour one just to tide over, don't they? But that's not usually charity. That's just to keep people happy in the Discord when they're moaning about when the next one's coming.
Yeah.
Because you sim racers are like heroin addicts. You can't stop. You always want to know where the next fix is, where the next race is coming from.
Well, and you can't say that you're not the same.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll get bored if I don't commentate on something if I can't see. Although I do like it. I do like it when there's a gap. I know. Every now and again, it's a nice little bonus when you sat there on a Thursday and you're thinking, oh, we're having a week gap between.
Yeah, break.
Unlike Racer Brown on Tuesday, he's a slave driver. He's not even. Has he opened it yet?
No.
Am I allowed to? I accidentally said it in the stream. I got really nervous.
No, he
Is
hasn't.
it still not open?
No, not yet.
It's still not open. It's only got 2 weeks left.
Hold on. He will open it in 2 days.
Oh, in 2 days then. Keep your eyes open for the sign up because I know a lot of you say, "Oh, you don't get a chance to sign up. It always gets filled up." So keep your eye on 2 days' time in the sign up area because the new Tuesday evening will be coming up soon, and I still haven't given it away.
Not yet, anyway. Still got 2 days.
No,
you still got 2
Still got
streams.
2 days to do it.
You still got 2 streams to go.
Oh yeah, and it'll be a Tuesday night, so that's when I'm most likely to let it go.
Yeah.
Right, so that's me done. All the cars look pretty. Too many blue cars on the F1. I mean, all our cars look pretty, but I've moved on to F1 now because all we've got is the car releases, and all I'm saying so far is, too many blue cars.
I think
Why is everyone going blue?
I think you'd be able to bathe a baby in the Ferrari side pod though. But
Yeah, I haven't.
just
I haven't
quickly,
had a close look at it yet, but they're saying it's huge, isn't it?
yeah, it's massive. Yeah, it's like a sink. But just quickly before we do move on to other things, I just wanted to let everybody know about something outside of racing that we've got coming up.
Oh yeah, I know about this as well. And go on. Sorry, I got excited because I thought, oh, what's this? Oh, I know.
You do know about it. So the boss man has asked me to tell you that we'll be having a VRC raffle at some point in the near future. Well, it'll be open at some point in the very near future. We will have it open for give or take around about a month, and then we will do a draw on the pit stop. We will draw it all live using a random wheel gizmo thing, and obviously that will go out onto the stream for the pit stop. Just to whet your appetite, we've got some fantastic prizes on offer with the so just some bits and pieces that we've thrown up in the air so far. It'll be a personalised mug, a custom poster made by Mr. Talleyrand himself, an official VRC t-shirt. I've not actually seen one of these official ones yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing that. A pair of heel tread socks, a custom sign from Auto Junk, which
I went on their website.
It's cool, isn't it?
6 Mums. It's awesome. I couldn't make a decision. How can you choose?
I don't know. I have no idea.
But go on, sorry.
It's
Yeah,
all right. It's all right. A crate of Monster Energy. Can you tell which one I want to win? A custom YouTube banner and video intro, and also the piece de la resistance of the standard prize draw is a 60-minute 1-to-1 tuition with VRC Racer Brown. Now, who wouldn't want that?
You've got to go to the mothership, though.
Yeah. In addition to that, there is a grand prize which everybody will be re-entered into if you fit the requirements, because I don't actually fit the requirements for this. It
Why's
is
that?
because I'm too fat.
Oh, right. Oh, because I know there's rules about you have to just do a certain amount of things.
Yeah.
To be able
So
to... go on.
the grand
That
prize.
was what I thought you were getting onto.
Yeah, the grand prize is a voucher for an MSV F4 Master Driving Experience at Brands Hatch. The voucher will be valid for 18 months and will include a full briefing with one-to-one instruction. There'll be a 15-minute session in a BMW M4 and then a 15-minute session in a Formula 4 racing car and a chat about it and a certificate at the end. You'll also get free tickets to a Grade D race meeting, which that's going to be like national level, if I remember rightly. And all cover and insurance is provided. The actual prize itself is worth £270. But again, there are some requirements. Your height must be from 5 foot to 6'4", and you must weigh less than 18 stone. So that's me out of it altogether. And you must have a full license that's held for at least 1 year. But
You're
I said,
long boy then, are you?
hey,
You're too tall, then.
I'm 6'2" and I'm about 18.5, 19 stone, mate.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can tell by your Facebook pic. You take pictures well, then, yeah.
I know.
I mean, Skyjacker. Wow, I real named you. Wow.
It's all right, don't worry.
We got all personal then, didn't we? That's I got all excited with my wife today. I said, me and Skyjacker have exchanged phone numbers. We've moved our relation to another level.
Yeah. It's a bit weird, isn't it, considering how long you and I have known each other, like through racing and stuff like that. But it's kind of weird that, you know, I've not really exchanged numbers with anybody else either. Dan.
No.
Coy, sorry. Oh, I real named him. Coy's probably the only one.
You real named him now. We're real naming everyone. Shaming them all.
Tickets for the raffle will be £10 each, and you will only be allowed to enter once. And your number will automatically be your VRC racing number. You have to have completed at least 10 races with us, or race starts with us, to be able to enter. So we're not allowing people to waft into the server, win all the prizes, and bugger off again. We learned
like some bloody German did with the livery thing.
Yeah, with the first livery thing, with the one where Sean Ball went and judged it.
Shows the only person who doesn't take part in our.
So we're not doing that again. So anyway, that's me. I'm done.
That was awesome. No, I mean,
obviously, I say so far as well because we are
say
still
the main prize again, because that is fucking unbelievable prize. You don't even get that with proper people. I'm not saying we're not proper, but you know what I mean.
So the prize, the grand prize. So just to run through it briefly, then everybody's entered into the prize draw. You win something from the prize draw if you're lucky enough, which we are still looking to add prizes to that.
We're trying to talk Binko into you letting your pet his ferret.
Yeah, and stuff like that. And I'm going to have a word with a couple of customers who have piqued an interest in what we do as well, and see if they'd be willing to offer something up. But the
you can get Bunny to offer a ride on
a conveyor belt. or get one installed in your house from your kitchen to your sofa.
A fast lane conveyor belt. I want. Sorry, I'm trying not to interrupt this.
All right.
I honestly did.
It's fine. It's fine. But the grand prize.
That's why I made you do it a second time. So I interrupted last time. I can't help myself. Right, I'm here.
So you're going to shut up then, yeah? You're going to shut up.
I'm shutting up now. Yeah, I'm definitely shutting up now. Sorry.
The grand prize is an F4 Master Driving Experience at Brands Hatch, where you will drive a BMW M4 and a Formula 4 race car for fun. For a tenner.
Can I talk?
Yeah, you can now.
That's fucking awesome. Can we take fucking admins going?
Yeah, I believe so.
Out as well.
Yeah, no, I believe admins will.
Oh, yeah, but that'd be tough if an admin one, wouldn't it? That's a bit sort of like...
But it's a raffle. It's going to be done using a random number generator, streamed via my laptop to the YouTube world live, so there won't be any fuddy-duddy, there won't be any... You know, we believe in transparency as much as humanly possible. It will all be done well above board and all that sort of stuff, so there won't be any risk of cheating or anything like that.
Have at it, boys. And if we sell, like... I don't know, I'm not going to... That's a chapter off. I didn't know if there was a surplus, if we suddenly sold like a huge amount, I suppose more would be added.
No, because the idea is only registered drivers who have had more than 10 races with us.
Well, so that is quite just a certain amount that could sell anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
Ticket-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it'd be limited in numbers. Obviously, we only do race numbers from 2 to 99 anyway. So there's only
Yeah.
at the very maximum 97 entrants. Admittedly, 97 at £10 is quite a bit of money, I think. But we're
that's
not
what I
going to do
thought,
that.
like,
We won't
suddenly,
make.
and we ended up sitting there like
again though. Once again, as always, it's not for us to make money from. It's for us to engage and have fun and hopefully win or get something cool or do something cool. So
yeah, well, we've done it before, haven't we? When Alpha Nut, he gave us his Asliff design wheel.
Yeah, he got sent 2, so he decided to donate one to the VRC for a raffle. I can't remember who won that.
He
Jam.
should not be named.
Yeah,
and then
Jam
he
won it, and he gave it to his mate. Yeah,
who doesn't race with us.
who never raced with us. Yeah.
So usually, if the rule is, if you win a prize with us, give it to someone who has nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
That seems to be the way. I'm joking.
Well, if I won the monster, mate, I'm keeping hold of that. I don't care who's asking me for it.
Now I'm thinking. Now I'm going to try and get a crate of Red Bull to put in the prize draw as well.
Yeah,
If there's monster in there, I feel like I need to balance.
You need to balance the equation.
Yeah. Well, I get 4 crates every month off of Amazon because you can't buy it in the shops if yellow stuff. So I'm thinking now, shall I donate one of those to the raffle?
That would be very kind, but
yeah.
So I'm done. You're done. We've got
I'm done.
25 minutes. Yeah. Would anybody like to come up and have a
minutes.
chat for 25 minutes? We've already briefly mentioned Ferrari's bathtub of a side pod.
Oh yeah.
And you've already said about the too many blue cars on the Formula One grid.
It's ridiculous. I like the Williams. I've always liked Williams, but couldn't they put a bit of colour on it? And Toro Rosso have taken some of the awesome white away.
Yeah.
Not Toro Rosso, Alfa Tauri. Taken some of that awesome white away and made it more blue. And it's not the beautifulest blue you've ever seen.
No,
it's kind of like
I think it might have been Yokas or someone like that said in the chat that the white wheels from the last couple of seasons looked spanking. And I'd have to agree. But I think it's where they've put in these covers back over the wheels, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, that's my opinion so far. Too much blue. I saw a picture of an Alfa Romeo, but I don't know if it's the real one.
That's the camo print.
It looked. No, I saw that one on the track where they're trying to. So they obviously think they found something. Because wasn't those track days? It's not a testing day; it's a media day. It's meant to be the day they launch their car and take pictures of it. And Alfa Romeo, they'd sod that.
Yeah, we're sticking some camo on it, mate.
Car and we're testing this bad boy because we found something.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the season. This is like the Brawn equation, you know, where rules have been changed and anyone can turn up with something. Either the FIA are going to make them take off, or everyone else is going to build by the halfway through the season, but it'll be too late.
It'll be too late.
And I've heard a lot of rumours Ferrari might be that. People are sort of thinking Ferrari found something. But again, it's about horsepower as well, isn't it? And that Mercedes just chunks out so much.
Yeah, but the Honda's not going to be far away from it again this year, I don't think. And obviously, if the mastermind Nui has had half as much, half the input into the Red Bull car, that's not going to be a slouch. But yeah, you're right.
Well, he likes a challenge, doesn't he?
He does, yeah, he does. But
so
like you said,
he might have been all over that.
Yeah, I mean, new rules generally tend to lead to unexpected first parts of the season, shall we say. So yeah,
shall we just do a wacky prediction now? Just anything, because I'm going Carlos Sainz Ferrari champion.
What, for champion of 2022?
Yeah,
Lewis Hamilton Mercedes.
Yeah. You're going Lewis Hamilton. Yeah. So I don't know what you guys who are listening at.
Oh, actually, no, hold on. George Russell Mercedes.
Oh, that would be juicy, wouldn't it? Then he'd be whinging. Then you'd have social silence. Then
and then one of the two new race directors will stiff him over this year as well. But I can't believe that. I can't believe they're flipping.
That is pretty much admitting we were wrong.
Well, it's admitting the Massey fucked up. Yeah, without saying it.
But I have also read the tinfoil hat saying that there's some deal been done between Mercedes and the FIA, and I just think, oh God.
Why is a deal going to be done between Mercedes?
If they
FIA stands for Ferrari's International Assistance, not Mercedes.
I know, but apparently they were kind of nervous about this appeal court that was willing to listen to it in France, because the Mercedes found someone that would actually do some, look into their case. So this is the thinking is that the FIA have turned around to Mercedes and said, if we get rid of Massey, will you drop the appeal? So I don't know. That was the rumour. That Mercedes had found some sort of court in France that were willing to listen to this appeal that had some power.
Yeah,
so
sport of
FIA
arbitration.
shat themselves.
Or the court of arbitration,
Sorry?
or whatever it is. The court of arbitration or something.
The FIA shat themselves and came to a deal with the Mercedes, what would make them happy. Obviously, they can't give them the championship, so obviously Michael Massey's head on a stick is what Toto wanted.
But, I know...
But it should be a group. I mean, I still see that they're going to let teams get in touch with
that's
directors.
a joke.
They're going to try and put a buffer in there, isn't they?
Yeah, but... Put a question about the raffle. What question?
Ooh,
Sorry.
good questions. Someone's found loopholes already. She's not back, is she?
Will win. What with the foreign drivers? Ah, okay.
Because that's going to be difficult, isn't it? You're going to have to fly over it if you want to do a track day, or you can donate it to me if you want.
Yeah,
I'm willing to be your proxy.
Or me, and I'll give it to somebody who doesn't race with us. To be honest, Turtle, I don't actually know. We'll put the question to Talleyrand because it is a very, very fair point you've raised there. Yeah.
Wow, none of us thought that. All that brains in the VRC labs, and not one of us thought about a foreigner winning it, did we? My word. Or it didn't come up in the discussions and stuff.
So I'll put it to him now quickly before I forget.
Yeah, you got to fly over. Whereabouts is it? Is it close? It's not close to me.
Brands
You can't
Hatch.
stay in my.
Yeah, it's one of your closest tracks, mate.
Oh yeah, Brands Hatch. Well, you're more than welcome to stay over it if you promise not to murder us all in our sleep. I'm sure you wouldn't. You don't seem that kind of guy.
Well,
and we're on
thank
the
you,
seafront.
Turtle.
You'll love it. We can go and build stone castles together because we ain't got sand in Portsmouth or South Sea. We've got stones.
There's just stones on the south coast, isn't it? Until you get round to Bournemouth neck of the woods.
Mm.
So
yeah, keep that water back. We're worried it's going to flood us.
Mm-hmm. See that Southampton ferry drifting it into port the other day from the wind?
No.
Oh, mate.
I saw one in Germany which had all its front windows smashed in by a wave, and that was scary.
Wow.
I mean, here on the south coast we thought we were going to get absolutely trampled, but it was howling at work. But no, I haven't seen a lot of damage.
There's a load of damage around where I am. Loads of trees and fences, roof tiles, sheds, garages, and all that sort of stuff. A few people have died from it, haven't they? From the storm.
Yeah, no, I know. It's still going today. I thought, is it still on, or is
this is another one, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Did they name this one as well?
Franklin, apparently.
I'm going to say Boris. Franklin.
Franklin, yeah, apparently, from what the
Oh
missus
wow,
was
from
telling me.
GTA.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they named the storm after a character from GTA. That's exactly what they do. Yes.
Sweet. Well, imagine if they did. They got so stuck they started going to computer games. You get like a really big storm. You call
Master
it
Chief. No, yeah, the smaller one you call it Cortana. I don't know why we just come up with Halo names then.
And then like Crash Bandicoot
Lara.
for one.
Yeah, Crash and Bandicoot. They're two twin storms, one that follows the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic.
Yeah.
Mario. I can't wait for Mario.
Whoopah! Anyway, does nobody want to come up and say hi quickly?
Come and talk, you miserable sod. Come on, Pat. Come and tell us about how it felt leading for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, someone disappeared. Wow.
That was Race Around, wasn't it?
Definitely not up for talking. Was it Race
I'm
Around?
not coming
It's
up.
because we usually coerce Timmy up here. We could have made him do the announcement. I nearly said the name of it then. Oh, I nearly said it.
Nearly said it.
I forgot myself. I nearly said it. See, this is dangerous. This is why I shouldn't know things.
Yeah, we should set
But
every single channel to admin except for Thingamajig, shouldn't we?
Yeah, just but then I'd feel hurt if I didn't know. I didn't say nothing about this raffle. So, did you say a ticket's going on sale on a certain time or something? Or
Yeah, I'm not.
It's going to be announced.
I'm just waiting for Talaran to let me know exactly when he wants to open it. But me and him had a discussion yesterday, and we were on about how long it should be open for. I think we come up with the gist of about 5 weeks, because obviously everyone's payday is slightly different. But obviously, I know.
Jesus, though, I mean, if you've got to wait for payday for £10, that you're in a tough position. Isn't you?
Well, yeah, but some people, well, maybe, not that I know of in particular, but I'm sure that some people are. I mean, and yeah.
No, I suppose I remember when I was in mid 20s, it was a right struggle. I don't know why. It suddenly seems to get a bit easier when you get a bit older.
Well, mine's.
I don't know. I don't do any more. I don't work anymore. I think jobs I've taken have just paid slowly more and more every time, and now it's in a position where it doesn't seem. I'm not rich. I ain't got no money, but I can
comfortable.
I can dish out a tenner here and there. Is all.
Well, for me, I think it's more the fact that my kids are growing up. Obviously, 16 and 11 now, so they don't need 50 quid's worth of nappies a month and.
Well, yeah, I think that's it.
Milk and stuff like
not
that.
Buying all that crap. Although my missus, she was clever. She got ourselves on all these nappy trials. Our poor kids were like fucking hamsters or whatever they call them, experimental gerbils. They're always wearing these test nappies. We'd get a month of free nappies, but we used to have to keep the wee ones in a bag outside to hand them to this woman.
To hand them over so they can collect them. See, my missus is a little bargain hunter. She'd always find everything at the rock bottom prices and stuff like that. But but obviously now these days it's just comfortable. Same thing as you. My employment pays me well. Kids are growing up a bit more, so they don't cost quite as much money as what they used to until it comes around to birthdays and Christmas and all that sort of crap.
But no, I remember the days where like your money's gone. Yeah. And you've still got like 10 days till payday, so that was out of
10 days until payday. Wow, I remember the days when my money was gone and it was £10 10 days after payday.
Oh yeah, no, it was never that bad. But it's always been me and my missus since I was like really, 20 or something like that. So we've always had a double sort of wage coming up. Okay. That's what you got to do. You got to pair up, guys. That's 2 wages coming in does help a lot. Get her to work. And then you can just DOS on your computer all day.
Right.
She pays for everything. And we were living in a shared flat. We had like my dad was sharing with us as well. That was awful.
Really? Wow.
He's a nice bloke and that, but you don't want, when you start living with your missus,
no, you don't want to be sharing it with a parent.
Your old man knocking around.
No.
But it was the only way we could pay rent down in Southsea. It was quite expensive down there, and I don't know. We had our sights set and living in Southsea for some reason. It was idyllic.
Fair
lovely area. And there was a load of bars with live music all the time. We didn't have to go to Fisherman's Rest.
The Fisherman's Rest, yeah, I was just about to ask about that.
I talked to Homesick over the weekend because he says Fisherman's Rest as well, because obviously it was his local pub. He said he hated it. Him and his mate, 18 years old, going out on the Raz, and they went down to the Fisherman's Rest and it was just silent all night. It was awful.
So what was it, like a Wetherspoons?
No, it was just a really old-fashioned pub. I think it was like independent. This was before all the coke chains owned all the pubs.
Okay, fair enough.
And they just decided it was one of those atmospheric pubs, so they wouldn't play music. They didn't have televisions. They didn't have a jukebox. So when you went in there, it was just dead.
Is it shut now?
I haven't got a clue because it was like out in the sticks. They used to live out in the sticks, so it was like a pub in the middle of nowhere. So I'd imagine it's shut, or a co-op or something.
I was about to say, if it was pubs like that don't last for it. Well, don't really last much these days, do they? So
no.
But
like I said, I was used to going in pubs where music's blaring. They usually had a live band in there down south. So most of the pubs, that was the thing. They used to like getting live bands all the time. So whenever you went to a pub, you were just either had to shout or wait until you go outside for a fag for a quick chat. and then go back in again
My
and get your ears bombarded.
my first drinking hole was now a block of a small estate of houses. My drinking hole when I started when I was 15, 16.
Yeah, mine. I noticed mine the other day. I went a couple of months ago. I think we went up Leaf Avenue, and it was I couldn't work out what it was. It was like I think they made the top part some sort of living place, but the bottom, I didn't know if it was a shop or not because they put all windows in. I don't know if they started from making it a shop or it was a shop that was closed down. It was just all dark. I just thought, what have they done to that? It's well, it's too expensive, isn't it? You go into a pub and it's just absolutely ridiculous how much you got to pay for a drink. Well, that you can buy in Tesco's for a third of the price.
Right then.
And getting. Yes, all right, yeah.
So, shall we? What have we got? What have we got coming up this week? Then, briefly, let's go through that for
this
5 minutes.
week tonight. For your pleasure on YouTube, we have the VW Golf Cup going on to round 5 at Lago Maggiore Central. Skyjacker's leading that championship, so Binko will want to address that situation, and I think we're in for a tough battle. Then on Tuesday evening, we have the Rivals Round 7 live from YouTube at Sardinia Road Track B. For 2 15-minute races and 1 40-minute race, the Mitsubishis need 8 points on the Subarus, but the Subarus have been so dominant. Who will come out on top? Thursday, I can't keep it up, sorry guys. Thursday, PRC Round 2 at Yamikawa. And we've seen Liam Anfield looking very hot in his Honda, but that Honda has a hot head. So it's only a matter of time when Liam loses control of the Honda and who will be there to pick up the pieces.
He's just told me that he's tested positive for COVID, so he'll definitely be
he's
there.
Not coming.
So I said you can't come now. You can't come until you've done the negative test.
Isolate.
Got to isolate.
He's got to isolate.
Stay away. We don't want to catch COVID over the internet.
So Liam might be a bit poorly. He's a young, strong lad.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine by then.
He'll just bounce off him.
Yeah.
So then the WRX Challenge on Thursday evening. All of these live from YouTube. Keep your evenings open. Don't watch that crap on Netflix. Watch me. Watch us. WRX Challenge Round 8 on Thursday evening at St. Croix B. And that's a 60-minute endurance race, so you'll see them sweat out there going over that bridge, trying to avoid that barrier before the bridge. Although, is it backwards?
No. B's the right way round.
Okay, so the barrier before the bridge is still highly jeopardy.
Yep. Especially in the WRX, if you get your back end out a little bit or you get your front end not turned in enough.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget to brake for that. And then next weekend, we've got a team in it, but it's not our YouTube channel. I don't know why I'm promoting it, but it's the AXR 24-hour Fuji. So I'm doing a few stints. If you want to join me, I think it's 10 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the evening, and just for Binko, 4 in the morning. Although I think he sleeps normally at weekends. And my dinner's ready, so whoopie-doo.
Right.
We can start wrapping it up. So yeah, that's the week ahead. Anything to add, Mr. Skyjacker, the only champion in the VRC in 2022?
No, I've not got anything, but can you drop that? I don't know.
I think it should be part of your Discord name. You can have something under your Discord name, sorry.
Yeah, I've got our website, but yeah, I don't know.
You should have only champion in VRC in 2022.
Yeah, it's still the only one, but I don't know. It just feels unreal to me. Feels weird.
It's 2 weeks, isn't it? Oh, sorry, I've got.
Yeah, go on. Cough it out.
It's 2 weeks. You've still got to live with that moniker.
Yeah, and then Bunny takes it over as the second, possibly, maybe.
Racer Brown, Bunny. It could be anyone. Yeah. It's awesome stuff. Yeah. What's that for? The Rivals? Yeah, Rivals. Bunny and Racer Brown. But Racer Brown's faster than Bunny on the tarmac.
Is it Rivals? Rivals finishes first, then Golfs, and then WRX Challenge, if I remember rightly. That in that order. That's when the seasons finish.
And then it's confusion with GT7.
Yeah, let's just not get into that right now. Maybe next week.
No one wants to think about it. Well, I've got the weekend off, so I'm grinding.
Well, I've got the Friday off, but I've been I've got the disc coming, so I hope that it turns up at a decent time. Otherwise, I'm staying up all night playing it.
Yeah, mine should be already downloaded by the time it's the 4th.
Yeah.
But my main thing is just on Sunday nights. I know you don't want to go into it, but Sunday nights I've got to check out what Group 1 modern Group 1 cars, hybrid cars there is.
Yep.
Well, then that's something you'll be checking out, but I'll be there before you, I reckon.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I've got to see how quickly you can soup up a Clio to race.
What, to make it a group car? No, he was waving his hands about the hatchback cars. Yeah.
He's getting excited about GT7. I know he's mentioned GT7 in the Discord. Yeah. But yeah, I want to check out, and obviously what cars there is and how quickly people can buy.
Well, that's the thing.
Race car.
We get asked all the time what we're doing about GT7 and stuff like that, and in all honesty, we don't know yet because we don't know what we're getting.
Yeah. No, we're all doing homework. I think Talleyrand's off for Friday as well because it's just one of them. We've got to try and learn that game. I've got to try and jump in random people's lobbies if there is any kind of lobbies.
Yeah, and work out
and see what I can do replay wise.
Yeah.
So if you're on the Thingamajig channel, you might see some random streams going up Friday or Saturday or over that weekend because I'll be testing what can be done or not. And I might even try and gather people together in ours who's got GT7 to see if we can.
Yeah, sure we can work something out. Yeah.
But a couple of Sundays after the Golf Cup is just. I'm hoping to be able to put just one-off GT7 games on just to test.
Yeah, just see what's out there. Test the
water.
Golf
finishes earlier than others, don't it? You've got the PRC running.
Yeah, PRC's it's got quite a long way into it. But I did that on purpose to give me as much time as I could possibly gain to be able to work it all out.
And whatever happens on Tuesday, I think runs a couple of weeks into release.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's coming Friday after WRX.
MTCC is penciled in.
Oh, for GT7 then. So
no, it's penciled in, but that should be our first proper league. I think is the idea behind it, being the first league we ever ran. Makes sense to be the first league we would have on a new game. So.
Yeah, and there'll be a couple of one-off races on a Sunday night, just trying to test things out. So it might even be MTC sort of style cars just to try them out.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Sundays are experimental. Remember, hey man, we like to experiment on Sunday. So we'll see. But yeah, we have no idea. Anyone who's wondering about GT7, we're getting the game the same time you guys are getting the game, and we've got Talleyrand, myself, Skyjacker, Homesick. We're all going to be hitting it. Racer Brown. We're all going to be hitting it as hard as we can to find out as much information. Obviously, with me, with replays and with streaming and what I can and can't do. And these guys are going to be checking cars out. I'll be checking out the Clio because obviously it's going to be an N car, but it looks to me like the old school way where you can mod it right up to a racing car. So I'm guessing that's what we'll be aiming for. The Clios is trying to get them up to a racing car spec and see how much that costs and what the reality is of asking people when all they can do is mod their own car up.
Yeah. So we'll give you all a big update as soon as we've got one, and we'll work it all out. Leave it with us. We will come up with something cool and exciting and fun. We always do.
We have plans. Yeah.
Right then.
We're not just lurching into GT7. We're all on the blocks waiting to go. It's just we can't go until the 4th.
We can't do anything until the 4th because we don't know what the fuck we're getting.
No.
They've all been very cagey, and they've been all showcasing the single player AI and the career mode and all that shit. Obviously, I think Super GC said it great the other week. Multiplayer, we don't know what we're getting, and
no, definitely not.
That's the only bit I'm interested in personally. So, I know the people like one player and stuff like that.
I have seen posters for a track that's not on GT Sport. Not giving nothing else away. But yeah, I've seen mock-ups. So there is a plan. Have I said too much? No. Skyjack gone silent. It's time to finish.
Oh no, you've not. No, don't worry. Yeah, no. It's an event we're planning. The giveaway is probably the word. The event. But yeah, we're not saying anything more yet. Personally, I don't.
Are thinking.
I don't agree. I don't agree with one particular part of the decision of what that event will be. But it's other people's choices, not mine. Let's put it like that.
But yeah, we are heavily thinking about GT7, and we know the crossovers soon. We know some of you aren't going to have GT7 straight away, so we are going to try and find a balance between sport and GT7 and the cars that are available.
Yeah, that is half the idea.
It's going to be a crazy time. It's going to be a crazy time. It really is. So exciting, but crazy, and who knows what's coming. Right then. Got half an hour until Skyjacker opens the room for those crazy golfs. If you haven't watched them, watch them. They're mental.
They are crazy.
They really are.
They are absolutely batshit crazy, especially when you're riding on board and how close we all are and stuff like that. They are absolutely mental. They're brilliant fun, and I cannot wait again to get back into it. So, right.
I want a full room for round 7 or whatever it is, Northern Ireland Speedway. I don't know whether or not to just try and invite people on special invitation, but I don't want to ruin the table either with people trying with their championship. That's why we don't usually have people come in.